that we're going to look at is marketing, and marketing is right next to your research and design. In this marketing tab, you have to look at US, Asia, and Europe, and you're really looking at how much you're going to be spending on each of your technologies and what is your selling price and what cost are you going to put on this. So the same screen exists in Asia and Europe. If you have different technologies that you're offering in Asia and Europe, they will show the technologies that you're actually doing here. If for some reason you don't have a unit cost in one of these, I don't think I have an example of that right now. Oh yes, I do, right here. I don't have a unit cost. That means I'm not actually going to be sending any of Technology 2 to Europe based on my current predictions, because I don't have enough product that I'm making. So that's why there's no unit cost here. So there's two reasons for that. One could be my logistics decisions, and then the other is just my production, and I'm not producing enough Technology to actually hit my customers in Europe yet. So you can make changes to that in a different screen, and the first thing I always do is I just check my logistics, and if I'm shipping from Asia, I generally ship Asia, Europe, US, and for both of my technologies I'll make sure I do that. And then here in the US I would ship US, Europe, Asia. Always send to the US first, and then I always send Europe next because we can't have any production facilities there. So I'm going to see if that helps my marketing, but generally I don't change this logistics screen much as a result. This is generally what I keep it at, unless for some reason one of the technologies I'm not shipping to Europe and then I put them last. That would be something that I could do too. Right now I just have two technologies. So back in marketing, I will check my Europe, and now I do have a unit cost because I fixed my logistics. So going into the US, I'll see that now I have 7 features available. That's a lot for Technology 1. And I have 3 available for Technology 2. So I'm just going to update those because I want to be able to sell all the features that I have available. I'll then look at the unit cost here. The unit cost for me is 114 US dollars. US dollars is right there. My demand estimate is there. And right now I have it at about $220. I think that might just be a little bit low given the number of features. So I'm gonna at least double it so that I can make a little bit of a profit on this. So I think I'm gonna do 240. Totally up to you on what you choose, but you do need to be somewhat comparable to your competition. So you always do need to promote, otherwise your product isn't going to sell. You can determine how much you want to spend on promotion. Again, this is in thousands of US dollars, so it is quite a bit of money. Once you make that decision, it will tell you based on your sales revenue, your total cost, your margin and promotion. Your gross margin is at $346,000. It will tell you how many are being manufactured in the US versus Asia and your total demand. Okay, this is not your contract manufacturing, this is your actual manufacturing. So on this side for Technology 2, it costs $206 to make this from a unit cost perspective. So I'm actually going to increase this cost because I'd like to make a little bit more, and I'm going to also increase my promotion on this. Okay, so I'm going to do this for US and for Asia, and just very quickly change this here and make all my features available. I think that is just fine. I'm going to increase that. Now this is in yen, so the dollar amount here looks really high, but that's in yen, Chinese yen, so that's why it's a little bit higher. And I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to hit Europe. Making the same changes. I have more features available now. And then if I look in here for the euros, I'm going to see that it costs 113 euros to make this. So I'm going to also increase that. And then I like to just keep this the same. And my selling price for this technology is going to be 420. 20 zeros, and then my promotion value is 5,000. So that is what you have to do for marketing. Very easy. Okay, maybe not easy. but easier. And then for each of them, you can see your gross margin. Definitely not a lot of margin in this case because we have a lower sales revenue target and a cost that is kind of chewing that up. So it's about half if you look at that. So definitely less there because we're not selling as many. Hopefully that helps.